Hey YouTube, Mark Kaufman here, and today I want to do a follow-up video on my Ryder 1817. So this is the 1817, and you're going to notice a few things. First off, this screw here is silver now. I actually ended up taking out the pocket clip. And I'll tell you this, these screws, I feel sorry for whoever has to assemble these things. But boy, these screws are exact fits. I mean they're stupid tight. I actually had to get a tiny screwdriver and hammer to pound out these screws, and then I had to pull them out with pliers, and because of that I actually marred up the edges of this one to the point where it was sticking up. So I ended up sanding those down and then putting a satin finish on it, which made it, well, silver, not black, but I don't mind it. It's my knife and it's a beater. So there's that. Why did I get rid of the pocket clip? Because it caught on a bunch of things. I mean, it wasn't a horrible pocket clip, but it caught on almost everything that a pocket clip shouldn't catch on. And so the steel actually was so soft that it would just bend, and I would bend it back, and it was never the same tension. And I took it off and rebent it, and then it got bent out of shape again. So I said, forget it. I'm going to just take it off. So now this is a back pocket, a bottom of the pocket knife, and that is that. The other thing I had to do, which was a little disappointing, the action was fantastic. On this knife, I have actually upgraded the bushings to bronze bushings, and that was a chore. I do discuss that in my first video on this knife. But the thing I had to do with this knife that I didn't want to have to do is the Loctite I was applying, which is standard blue Loctite. I've even tried red, but I don't know what it is. Maybe the screw just doesn't fit properly. I'm not sure. It's a $8 or $9 knife, so not the best. The screw kept coming loose, and I was using this for some heavy stuff, but I wasn't expecting the screw to be popping out 5 millimeters high. So I ended up taking some JB Weld metal epoxy, and I actually did this while I was reassembling this one. And I put some JB Weld here, and then I put some JB Weld on both of these screws, because I don't expect myself to take this apart ever again. And I wouldn't even have my worst enemies do that either. This knife is definitely a chore to take apart, and I wouldn't want anybody have to go through it. So JB Weld that shut, tightened it up perfectly, so where I have it, it will close, it will open, and there's no play at all. So it's done deal. You can't take this apart now, and I don't plan on to. But I will tell you this, the 440A steel has been holding up great, strops up wonderfully, and sharpens up very easily. I don't expect myself having to sharpen this too much, because it's so easy to bring back after you've put a really good apex on it. So there's that. But I'll tell you this, I do still love the knife. I really enjoy carrying it. I really like the look of it. And even though this screw is completely threaded, this one is silver now. These are JB welded shut, and this is JB welded shut. I still love it. I really like this knife, and it's definitely staying in my collection even after all these things. So if this is any recollection to you to have to buy it, I say go and buy it. It's so cheap. But don't expect perfection. Please don't expect perfection. You're not going to get it with this. So if you want that, get the MKM Root. I definitely recommend that knife, but still don't expect perfection out of that. There have been a few QC issues with MKM, and they are more than willing to back up those problems and take care of you through their customer service. But if you're wanting a knife that is a modern slip joint and something that is cool looking, affordable, and robust enough, at least mine is now for the jobs I want it to go through, I say get it. And please don't, I beg you, try to take it apart, because you probably won't be able to. There's a lot of work that I did before taking anything out of this. And that's what I had to do, and that's what I wanted to do. So thank you guys again for joining me for another video. And if you like this follow-up video, let me know in the comments. I'd really like to hear your feedback on what I've done to this knife. And if you own one and you like it, let me know. I want to hear about your experiences with it. So till the next one, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.